I'm hearing tunes this morning. I'm getting a flow of energy. Okay? So I just wanna say it on camera. On camera. So I just heard, let me pull you in so I can throw you back, huh? Let me pull you in so I can throw you back. Let me pull you in so I can throw you back, huh? Let me pull you in so I can throw you back. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's what just came to me. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. But there's more to it, but I don't know what it is yet, but I can feel it coming. Let me pull you in so I can throw you back. Let me pull you in so I can throw you back. I like when you throw it back. Come here, bring it all to me. I don't know. Something going on here. Let me see. This is a message also. There's a message here. There's a message. Let me pull you in so I can throw you back. Doesn't that sound like a manipulation tactic? Let me pull you in so I can throw you back, break you down so I can build you up. Okay, right? That's what it sounds like to me. I need to unfold this mystery. This is a mystery. Let's dive into the mystery land of song and messages. Let's dive in there. Let's dive in. Ooh, baby, I'ma dive in. Oh. Okay. Wait, I just realized I'm missing some cards. Hold on a minute. 1 second here. 1 second. I'm also missing my cup. I came over here way too fast. I'm missing stuff. Okay? Hey, I'm Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming to visit. Good evening, good night, and good morning, dependent on where you reside, dependent on your geographic location, demographic location. Where are you in the world? Where are you in the world? My honey roses all around the world. Let me pull you in so I can throw you back. Let me pull you in so I can throw you back. Sometimes people get a rise out of that. It makes them feel powerful. However, when they do this, you know that they got something going on. They're broken inside. If somebody that wants to do that and actually has a desire to draw people into them and then trash them or throw them back into the sea. You know how people say there's many fishes in the sea? It's like reeling you in. Like, oh yeah, I want to keep you, and then throwing you back just to prove some type of point to themselves. Like, it's real demeaning, very condescending, okay? This is something that could really break a person, especially someone who wants to be in love. And it's very sad because you got these low frequency energies out here that's preying on that light energy because they don't have much of it. So they prey on those who do, and they try to steal from them. That's how they steal their light. These are people that choose not to do the work. Usually people that do this, they don't really want to heal. They just rather steal, okay? I heard there's some people that are reformed thieves. And when I say that, I mean people that had this way about them and then they realize, I shouldn't be that way. It's not really the best way to be because karma's gonna come back to me. Karma's gonna come back to me. It's gonna come back around. I wanna see you throw it back. Come on, bring it all to me. What? Where's the rest of it? Something is coming, but it's not here all the way yet. Come on and bring it all to me. bring it all to me. Give me all of you, bring it all to me. Give me all of you, bring it all to me. I'm hearing that sometimes people don't mind this energy because it depends on what you're looking for. Like if you're someone that wants to be in a relationship and somebody bamboozling people, those who are very sensitive got to be careful. But those who get around and don't care, they're not going to be so much affected by it. Or someone who's just resilient is not going to be so much affected by it because they're going to see what's going down before it actually unfolds completely. Okay, well, let's see what else Spirit has to say about this. Let me pull you in so I can throw you back. Let me pull you in so I can throw you back. I just keep on getting that one little part. Wanna see you throw it back. Come on and bring it all to me. I heard it's your mind I wanna keep. It's your mind I wanna keep. I could be all you want me to be. I could be all you want me to be. I could be all you want me to be. I could be all you want me to. I can be all you want me to be. I could be all you want me to be. I could be. Yo, this sound like some damn mind control. Who is giving me this message? Who did this to the people that? I feel like this is a masculine energy sending me a message trying to warn somebody about how they used to be or how they reformed it. I don't know. It feels like, because I heard reformed. Oh my. This is different. This is giving me Wolfgang vibes a little bit, but not the same. This is somebody else. This is a different energy. It's your mind I want to keep. It's your mind I want to keep. That sounds like on repeat on some creep mode. Hold up. Wait. Okay. Rest in peace to the man. Okay. Because he had the tunes too. Wait a minute. I got all types of hold on. Okay, let me just pull the cards. Let me see. It's your mind I want to keep. I could be all you want me to be. I could be all you want me to be. You got to be careful of those who ask you questions to then transform into exactly who they want you to be or who you want them to be. You know, Steve Harvey said something like that one time. I heard it. It was early in the morning when it was years ago. But I don't remember exactly how he worded it. However, the gist of it was, he was like, women, stop telling men everything you want and let them figure it out. Because if they really into you, then let them get to know you to figure it out. Don't tell them everything, because that's a perfect recipe for someone to just turn into everything you said you wanted. And then they have too much control because it wasn't like them holistically, authentically, naturally learning who you are. It's them prying and probing, trying to figure you out so that they can tinker with you. They're trying to tinker with your soul, okay? And it's not just men, women do it too. I gotta always put that disclaimer out, because sometimes women can be more stealthy with it, with the gameplay, because of how a woman's mind works. You know, sometimes women do it better than a man when it comes to sneaking and creeping, because we already got that Lilith going on in there. Men, when they do it, they just be all out in the open most of the time, but not all men. So, I don't want to go too deep into that. However, it's just everybody play these games. Not everybody. Those who are in this frequency play these games with people's emotions. And they really cause chaos around the world. Okay, these people who cause chaos around the world and be having people's emotions all fluttered and jumbled up and confused, and they be causing the minds to be mushed. Okay. I can be who you want me to be. I can be who you want me to be. I'm gonna be careful of that. Let me pull you in so I can throw you back. Dang, I did all this talking. I ain't pulled just one card yet. It's because I'm channeling and I'm trying to catch the wave of the song, of the flow, of the energy. You see this Hermit? Some people will sit back and watch you for only God knows how long to see what they could do. Now, some people do this for good reason. Some people actually feeling you like that. However, some people, they it's like a game. They start playing a game with people, trying to see. I heard sometimes people play the game because they just want to see. Sometimes people play the game because they just want to see. Okay, that's telling me like there's some people out there that some people have gone through so much that they just be like seeing what people really be about. Like, you know, and that's that earth angel thing. I feel like earth angels tend to do that, especially the ones who are very strong. They begin to just see what comes to be. They continue to be their sweet self, right? However, in the back of their mind, they're like, you know, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to either do it right and get it tight, or start wilding and go loose goosing. So it depends on what you're doing. Okay? What they fitting to do is the question here. So earth angels are more likely to like see what you're doing. What is it that you're trying to do? What is your goal here? Because if it smells fishy, it's a fish. Okay. If it smells fishy, it's a fish. It's not a raccoon. It's a fish. I don't even want to know what a raccoon smell like because I don't know. However, we know what a fish smell like, and we don't really want to smell that. Okay? No, we don't. My nephew hates the smell of raw fish. He think his reaction is so funny. But ew, Titi, get me out of here. He don't like that. He quick to say if something stank. Okay. Kids will tell it like it is. They will say what they want to say. They don't even care. No filter. I think the younger you are, or the older you are, the more you don't have no filter. So it's like in the beginning of life, which I don't know why this is coming up, but I'm just saying it must be a part of the message. When you're younger, I'm talking like you just figured out that you're alive type stuff and that you could do something. You don't have no filter because you don't take into consideration other people's feelings until you're taught that. We can naturally be we are very like a bit aggressive. Because if you look at children, the children are like the most cruel because they're honest. So it might seem cruel, but that's how they truly feel when they say a thing. And also elderly people, they done. They not caring. They just want to say what they want to say. They not really thinking too much about somebody else's feelings because that's just how. Not all the time, but I noticed that in my experience, a lot of older people, they say what they want to say. It's like no filter. After a while, it's like, oh wow, okay, you know. However, in the middle years, you start, having more of a filter because you become mindful of people and their emotions and things. I don't know why that came up, but maybe someone needed to hear that, or maybe you feel a little like a something like that. So I just said it because it came, but Yeah, all right. Spirit is saying people that like have this energy of needing to tamper with other people's energy to feel sufficient within themselves. They have a big void inside of them. And they believe that this is the only way that they can fulfill it because this is all they know. And this could have been taught to them. So they have this desire inside to want to do it so bad because it makes them feel powerful. It's actually very sad that these people feel this way. However, it is a sign that there is an entity attached to them, because that's what entities do. Like demonic forces that vibe from a low frequency, they look for fear and sadness and depression, all these sad energies. They look for that because they feed off of it. So anytime you see an actual person that you know is in the physical and they act like this, you must know that they've been taken. They got took. They don't know they got took. They think that all this energy is coming from them, but they've been possessed. I know this might sound crazy. I know. However, someone in their right mind is not going to want to move like this. Someone who is not being controlled by an entity that has a desire to snatch people's love out of them and make them cold, and like take someone who's a loving person and try to tinker with them to make them second guess themselves and try to get them not to love themselves and trying to get them to think horrible of themselves, like they're not enough and all these other ill will feelings. That person has a creature that's attached to them. It could be attached to their spine. It could be attached to their mind. It could be attached to their heart. It picks a spot and it rolls up on there and it intertwines and it becomes a part of their DNA. They are the ones that have to fight that off, okay? If they don't know it's there, how they supposed to fight it? That's another thing. How you gonna fight something you don't even know if it's there? That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy. You can't fight something if you don't know it's there. You just heard a sitting duck. I don't know if my phone is crooked or if the cards are crooked, because I'm looking up at the camera and look like a little crooked, but whatever. It's bothering me though. Okay, let me just look. Let me just continue. Okay, let me continue. Come in and bring it all to me. Spirit wants you to be mindful of this energy, okay? Because for those lovers out there that's full of love, you're full of so much love that you just want to give it all away. I know what that feels like. I'm like that, but I learned how to. I learned how to use it. You know, I had to learn how to do the things. You know, because it's not easy when you're a lover and you got a bunch of creatures that don't have no love and they be trying to jack people up on purpose. They be leaving a trail of broken hearts. A trail of broken hearts. Trail. It's very sad to say the least. Very sad. That people actually want to do this to other people, to their brothers and sisters. They don't even know that they a creature now. Now, they got some type of gator, some type of invader attached to them. They think they're making those decisions, but they not. It's wild. Some of these people will have this creature attached to them to the end of their days because they don't even know it's there, so they don't know how to fight it. And they're going to be walking around doing stuff like this to people until their last day here. And then as soon as that host lays that vessel to rest, that energy will go on a hunt looking for another host and just float around and stay here looking for another vessel to invade. Okay? You need to be able to see when somebody's been invaded. We must realize that Because a lot of times when things like this happen to people, they get really mad at the person. But nobody's looking at the spiritual aspect of this. This is someone who has an entity attached to them they don't know, and they're being used. Okay, this is a reminder to you that many people that we think are just people have become hybrid, and some have become completely consumed. They are no longer even themselves anymore. You could tell that if you knew them before and then you know them now, you can see when somebody has been infiltrated. Okay? And it becomes a game. A game of how many hearts can I break? How many numbers can I take? How many hearts can I break? Because this is how I shake the earth. This is what gives me power. I devour the souls of those who allow me. But I'll use my trickery to get into you kindly. Because it's my vibe, you see. I'm charming. I smile. You know, it's like it's very alluring, but it's to lower energy in to then use them how they need to, tinker, puppeteer, and all that until they get what they want, and then let me pull you in so I can throw you back. And then the worst thing someone who's being a target for these types of energies could do is lay down with this person. Because if you get pregnant, you know, you got to think about the fact that your baby, their DNA is going to be affected by that person that you laid down with because of their infiltration. They've been infiltrated. And then you wonder why some of these kids, they come out behaving a certain way. Because it's that DNA strand, okay? And then it doesn't help because out here in the world, there's no good influence. So now you just got a baby monster. Okay, so this message is a forewarning we must start recognizing that these energies, they not people, okay? It's time to really take into account the unseen, because the unseen is more seen than you realize because you're not seeing. It sounds funny when I said it, but it's true. The unseen is seen, but you don't know what you're seeing. You don't know what you're looking at. You must realize what you're looking at by the energy, the frequency that the person carries. Because many people have been taken over by some creature. Okay? And you often see it when they like get mad or when they just get what they want. And then they flip and switch. That's just because one of them SEX demons then attached to them, and sometimes it's stronger than them, and they never beat the thing. The thing just beats them till they last day on earth, on this turf. Okay, don't be mad at the person. Just look at the person like, oh, you're a creature. Okay, go ahead. All right, you just proved to me that you're a creature. So that's all I need to know. Now I can let you go. I see who you are now. When somebody show you who they are, believe them. When somebody show you who they are, believe them. Okay? Please. Do your best not to get pulled in. However, some people like it. I heard. Some people like to get pulled in. Some people don't. Some people like to get pulled in. What's that? Some people like it. Okay, I heard it's like a spiritual disease to some people gravitate towards being mistreated because they're used to it. Okay. Now, we know what that's about, because many of us were in that place where it's almost like the toxic becomes, I don't know, how can I say what I want to say? The toxic becomes familiar, maybe. I don't know if I want to use that word, but you get my drift. The toxic becomes something that you begin to want it because it feels like exciting, because you don't even know what's going to happen next. And then when something's peaceful, then you think you're just bored and you have no life or something. But that's like a real messed up way to think when you think about it, because that means that you're going to continue to align yourself with these entities, because you're going to find like interest in that mysterious aspect of these type of energies, because they move funny. You already can see that somebody got something on them because they be moving funny. It's like, what is this? This is not authentic. This is games that you're playing. And some of these people have done it for so long that they don't realize how down bad they are when it comes to like on a spiritual level. They don't realize how affected they've become by allowing themselves to run amok. You know, it's like they have to be the ones to check their own self. Like if we don't check ourselves, there's not many who will, because many of us are not around enough real people that will tell you the truth. So a lot of people will lie and say whatever they think you want to hear, to just say they have a friend, or just to get information from you and then talk about you behind your back. People do that too. They just be like, yeah, I agree. And they just taking mental notes so they can have something to talk about later with their people at a round table somewhere, or in a group chat, because they don't have no life to talk about. They don't have anything going on for themselves to talk about something that's going to bring any type of change, improvement in their lives or others. Okay? You know, you figure deal me what I'm saying. Okay? So this is, let me pull you in so I can throw you back. Even some friends do this. It's not always just romantic. People that you call friends, sometimes they just reel you in to see what you about, so they can find something to talk about. Some people are not people. I'm telling you, they not. I've been feeling that for years, especially when I walk around in NYC, when I'm in a city like Times Square. There's times when I look at these people's faces, I'm like, is that a person? Because it didn't feel like one. Did y'all ever feel that before? I've been feeling that ever since I was a little girl. Walk past a person and it don't feel right. Just like the other day. Was that yesterday? It was yesterday, the day before yesterday. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before yesterday. I was driving and I saw this guy walking, and I was in a car with my sister, and I was like, you see the way that guy's walking? He didn't look real, y'all. The way he was walking, his arm wasn't even swaying right. It didn't look like a natural sway. It looked robotic. I'm not even gonna lie. It did. It looked too tight. Like the shoulders wasn't right. I know people body set up different, but as someone who is here, and I've seen a lot of people, sometimes when you see people and you feel something that it don't feel right, some of these people not people. That's just it. That's just what it is. Okay? And some of these people was never people, like ever. It's not even like they got infiltrated. They was never like a real human. And I truly feel that way, because that's what spirit gives me when I walk past certain people and I feel something. And I'm curious to know if any of you felt that before, because I felt that plenty of times in my life. But anyway, I was just a little girl, I felt that. Yeah. But I think that's it for this message. It's like, this is a message of, don't even be mad at the person. The person don't even know that they not controlling themselves. They don't even know that they're being controlled. And then the entity tricks them into believing that they love every bit of what they're doing. It's tricking someone to self-sabotage and to destroy themselves, or to get like some type of disease, or get some type of something going on, some type of I heard incompatibility. I don't know why I heard that, because that doesn't even seem right to say here, but That's what Spirit just said. Incompatibility. I guess something that would cause you to be shunned, if I could think of anything, that makes sense. That's what it feels like. That's what Spirit is giving. When somebody tries to treat you like this, remember to speak to your love. And when I say speak to your love, it's like Spirit wants me to assist you with highlighting the fact that you are a lover and you have enough love inside of you to regain yourself, because these people will try to take you away from yourself and detach you from your own soul and from your birthright. These are like the little soldiers of the enemy, but they don't be knowing that that's what they're doing. And that part always is crazy to me when I say it out loud and when I think about it, because some of these people could walk around thinking like they're the best person ever, like they're a wonderful person to people, but in the darkness they be doing stuff and it really affects them. And then these types of people, a lot of times they're very sad, and it's not because it's like they're sad for reasons that they don't realize. And the sadness is coming from the fact that they're not controlling their own vessel. They're not controlling their own psyche, but they don't realize it. Now, as soon as they realize it, some people are able to redeem themselves, and then they become like a reformed soul snatcher. Because people don't realize that when you break a heart on purpose, you're snatching a soul. Okay? People get zombified from that. All right, so, and many people can't take things like getting cheated on. They'll lose their mind. I actually know someone, a family member that was very close to me, rest in peace. She's gone now, but she lost her mind after being cheated on. And when I heard that and I was told the full story, I was like, wow, like that's a real thing. That be actually making people lose their mind. And that means that things need to be looked at differently, because that is dangerous. And that's why so many people out here doing things to people. And then a lot of times when somebody gets their heart broken, they turn into the heartbreaker, and then they start breaking hearts. So it's like a disease of heartbreak. And a bunch of people with their hearts broken, they're not activated. They're so numb that it's hard for them to navigate the world and do what they've come here to do, because their heart has been broken. When your heart is broken, your energy is super low. You don't have a desire to do much of anything. You know how you feel when your heart is broken, or when somebody breaks your heart, when it's a breakup. That is hard to get through that. So, Spirit just wants you to remember, don't be mad at the person. Speak to that entity inside of them. Tell them, like, you got a demon on your back. Like, you need to handle that. Like, for real. Hello? Okay? And just let it be. Let it be what it is. Because if that's how they choosing to live and they can't fight off that beast, I mean, speak to the beast and walk away. Let the beast know, like, I see you. I see you controlling this person. Okay? I see what you're doing. But you're not about to catch me slipping, because I know that that's not this person's, that's not this person. That's the entity that's attached to the person. And that's what I want you guys to hold on to and remember that. And this is to tell you, don't get stuck in heartbreak for so long to the point where you're not living and you're not doing what you're meant to do. And you're not doing what you love, and you're not living, because you're here to experience this life and do all that you can to explore the journey that your soul is meant to explore on this earth. So you can't keep allowing these entities in disguise that have been infiltrating many vessels to confuse you and make you think that you are less than who you truly are, to steal your energy and use it to their advantage so they can stay strong out here on this earth. The reason why that low frequency energy is so strong is because we need to get stronger to recognize when we're dealing with a person and recognize when we're dealing with an entity. But it's easy to see the entity because you could tell by the frequency. When the frequency make you feel good, you know who you're around. However, if the frequency make you feel good then feel bad, you know who you're around. If the frequency just make you feel bad, then you know who you're around. Okay? However, there's good frequencies that can make you feel bad, but that's just for you to feel good. Now that's confusing, I know. But this is about discernment, using discernment so that you know, because those who will tell you the truth, and they are walking towers, and they will tell you what you need to hear in order to heal you. That's an earth angel. When you have people that reel you in and say everything you want to hear, and then throw you back and treat you as if you never existed and you mean nothing to them, that's an entity. You must know the difference. These people are being controlled. If they had a choice and they were bold enough to take ownership of their own vessel and their own psyche, then they would recognize when they out here assisting the enemy with the enemy's plan. A lot of people think they on the side of cultivating heaven on earth, but they really be working for the enemy, but they don't realize it. So this is what Spirit wants you to realize, okay? This is the message. I'm being guided to get... Every time I think I'm going to stop, Spirit be like, wait, hold on. 1 minute. The sustainer. Yes, sustain yourself. The seed. Okay? Oh my. This is the river. One more. The Father. Oh, the Father. Oh. There's so many that are sustainers of the seed, the good seed. And they've been infiltrated with these damn entities, confusing the hell out of them. Literally the hell out of them, okay? Not the heaven, but the hell. And they wreaking havoc out on these souls, and they don't realize that they are destroying the earth. People, they don't even know. That's the crazy part about it. The Father, the river, the flow. Just as well as the mother needs to be healed, the father needs to be healed as well. Because people are not recognizing when they're being used by low frequency energies that's feeding off of them and the people that they affect on an emotional level, because these entities literally feed off of our emotion. That's why our emotions mean so much, not only to us, but to other energies that they don't really have any emotion. So getting that energy from the emotion, it gives them motion. You understand? Okay. When the fathers become stronger, the mothers become stronger, because the father is the one that sustains the mold. The fathers are like the teachers of logic. However, if the fathers are moving and their logic is distorted, there's going to be many bad seeds that are sown. Bad seeds are words of malice. Bad seeds are actions that cause pain. Bad seeds are kids that are left behind by the father and they're not trained by the father. The father doesn't give them the proper training when they needed it, when they're like younger. That really affects the baby a lot. Okay? The river. And then that bad seed keeps flowing, and it flows all around the earth. What is this, a horse? Well, yeah, it looks like a horse here in this little piece. Horse. I used to draw horses all the time when I was younger. I don't know what it is about the shape of a horse, but I would always draw horses. And I like to draw the the little strap on there on the head. The horse, the stallion. The stallion. Is there something here? I feel like there's something here that I'm supposed to look at. Hold on, I gotta get my. Wait a minute. I need to look up the spiritual meaning of a horse. Let's see here, darling. Let's see here. The spiritual meaning of a horse. I'm gonna look up the spiritual meaning of a stallion. Strength, freedom, power, nobility, noble. Okay, it says, it represents a powerful, untamed spirit and can also symbolize loyalty, vitality, and the ability to overcome limits. Depending on the context, it can also represent a journey, a connection to the divine, or a call to embrace change. It's like spirit is calling out to us to change our perception of how we see people, because we be thinking that it's just the people, but it's more than that. We gotta look with our spiritual eye. We've been walking around for too long not paying attention to our mind's eye. And when you're missing the whole of the truth when you're not looking with your mind's eye. That's just point blank, period. Because most of what you see in the physical, it happened in the spirit first. Just like us, before you see a person, you don't see them because they come from the ethers. They drop down into the mama, into her womb, and then the baby's in the belly. There's a baby, but you don't see it. You feel me? Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's just it. That's it. I'm gonna leave it there. Everything you do it with love. I'll see you in the next one.